In the annals of aviation history, few aircraft have stirred as much debate as the Fairchild Swearingen Metroliner. Unveiled with the ambition to revolutionize regional aviation, the Metroliner showcased some impressive features: pressurized cabin, 19-seat capacity, and twin turboprop engines. However, as the years rolled on, the aircraft's limitations became more apparent, and the aviation industry had to reassess whether the Metroliner was indeed a pioneering marvel or a case of missed opportunities. To comprehend the Metroliner's genesis, it's essential to look at the fertile ground where it was conceived: Swearingen Aircraft. Founded by Ed Swearingen, a Texas-born aviation entrepreneur, Swearingen Aircraft was already well known for small business jets and utility aircraft before it set its eyes on regional aviation. Ed Swearingen identified an underserved niche, pressurized regional air travel, and saw an opportunity to fill that gap. The company's transition from Swearingen Aircraft to Fairchild came later, but by then, the Metroliner had already made its mark, or at least attempted to. The primary engineering goal for the Metroliner was clear: create a 19-seat, pressurized, twin turboprop airliner. The importance of pressurization cannot be overstated. Unlike many of its contemporaries, which operated at lower altitudes, the Metroliner was designed to cruise at higher altitudes, ideally above weather systems. This had dual benefits: greater fuel efficiency due to less air resistance, and a smoother ride for passengers. On paper, the Metroliner had an edge over the competition in terms of operational efficiency and passenger comfort. Powered by two Garrett TPE 33-1 turboprop engines, each producing 1,000 horsepower, the aircraft seemed poised for strong performance. These engines were widely respected in the aviation community for their robustness, and were even described as workhorses by many operators. The Metroliner was no slouch when it came to speed either. It boasted a maximum speed of 294 knots, equivalent to 334 miles per hour, which was more than respectable for a regional airliner at that time. Furthermore, with a range of 1,000 nautical miles, the Metroliner could comfortably cover regional routes, allowing operators to efficiently manage short-haul trips without frequent refueling. There was a period when the Metroliner was the darling of regional airlines. Its quick turnaround capability, thanks to its modest seating capacity, was a boon for short-haul operators who had to navigate multiple quick legs during the day. The aircraft found a willing market in areas where small capacity and quick pressurized flights were a necessity rather than a luxury. While the Metroliner did offer pressurization, reports from pilots and crew often indicated that the system was not of the highest quality. There were instances where the aircraft failed to maintain adequate pressure, leading to discomfort for both passengers and crew. This aspect was considered one of the significant chinks in its engineering armor. Despite its unique offerings, the Metroliner had to contend with formidable competitors. The Beechcraft 1900 was one such rival that offered better amenities and arguably better comfort. In direct comparisons, the Metroliner often came out as second best in terms of passenger experience, which is an essential factor in commercial aviation. Aviation, like any other technology-driven field, moves rapidly. Innovations happen at a breakneck pace, and any aircraft, no matter how groundbreaking at the time of its launch, risks obsolescence. The Metroliner fell into this trap. Although its introduction was significant, it failed to adapt to newer engineering developments. In the grand tapestry of regional aviation, the Metroliner was an incremental step, not a leap. While it did find its niche and served a specific need, it was quickly outpaced by more advanced, efficient, and comfortable aircraft. When the Metroliner hit the market, it was met with a reception that can best be described as warmly optimistic. Especially in North America and Europe, regional carriers eagerly incorporated the Metroliner into their fleets. Its smaller seating capacity and focus on short-haul trips made it an appealing option for airlines operating in geographical locations with dispersed population centers or limited airfield infrastructure. Over 600 units of the Metroliner were produced during its production cycle, a testament to its initial desirability. The list price was a significant factor in its popularity, typically ranging between $2 to $4 million. For smaller carriers, this was a boon, and the Metroliner was considered a cost-effective entrance into the market of regional pressurized air travel. The Metroliner was seen as a vehicle for the decentralization of air travel. With its relatively affordable list price, smaller and regional airlines could purchase the aircraft and operate it without the financial burden often associated with larger, more advanced planes. By providing options for routes away from major hubs, the Metroliner expanded the reach of air travel to smaller cities and towns, thereby democratizing the aviation landscape to a certain extent. The financial reality of owning a Metroliner was not as rosy as it appeared at first glance. One of the most glaring issues was the high maintenance cost. In comparison to some of its competitors, the Metroliner's upkeep could quickly escalate into a financial burden, putting strain on smaller operators who may not have the financial bandwidth to absorb these extra costs. As time passed, the operational cost per seat of the Metroliner began to reveal its limitations. Newer aircraft models that entered the market showcased better fuel efficiency, more advanced technology, and reduced maintenance needs. Against this backdrop, the Metroliner started losing its edge. The relatively low initial purchase price became less of a selling point when long-term operational costs were considered. Although the Metroliner found initial success and even contributed to the democratization of regional air travel, its long-term financial viability was far from certain. High maintenance costs and gradually escalating operational expenditures made the aircraft less competitive against newer entries into the market. For airlines, this translated into a complex economic equation. Was the relatively low initial investment worth the future financial risks? The Fairchild Swearingen Metroliner's commercial history is, much like its engineering feats and follies, a mixed bag. While it opened doors for regional air travel and found its niche, the long-term financial implications of operating this aircraft could not be ignored. For some, it proved to be a boon. For others, it was a cautionary tale in the ever-evolving, risk-ridden landscape of commercial aviation. Whether seen as a budget-friendly gateway to regional air service or as a potential drain on long-term operational funds, the Metroliner's economic impact remains a subject of debate, study, and for some, a source of lingering regret. The Fairchild Swearingen Metroliner, an aircraft celebrated for its regional service capabilities, carries a less than stellar safety record, casting a shadow over its otherwise noteworthy contributions to aviation. With a pressurized cabin and quick turnaround times, the Metroliner appeared to be an aviator's dream for regional service. Yet, safety concerns, exemplified by fatal incidents and recurring mechanical issues, have painted the aircraft in a more ominous light. Accident data doesn't lie. The Metroliner has been involved in 39 reported accidents involving fatalities. Among these are high-profile cases that garnered significant media attention, further deteriorating the aircraft's reputation. The fatal accidents of American Eagle Flight 3379 and Kendall Airlines Flight 5210 are particularly haunting examples, leaving indelible marks on the aircraft's safety record. In response to ongoing concerns, some carriers decided to take the matter into their own hands by opting for cockpit avionics upgrades to enhance navigational safety. Such retrofits included new instrumentation, advanced GPS systems, and better autopilot capabilities. While these changes showed a commitment to safety, they also raised questions about the aircraft's original design. Why did an airplane, built to be a leap forward in regional air travel, require aftermarket upgrades to meet what many would consider basic safety expectations? The aircraft's mechanical issues, unfortunately, seemed to be more than skin deep. Specifically, it had a higher rate of incidents related to engine failure and control issues, often leading to fatal outcomes. These trends raise flags about the aircraft's original engineering and ongoing maintenance needs. Contrary to the notion that advancements in aviation technology directly correlate with enhanced safety, the Metroliner's history presents a grim counter-narrative. A rising chorus of aviation experts have started to question whether the aircraft should have been grounded following its series of fatal incidents. While such an action would undoubtedly carry substantial economic implications for operators and the broader aviation ecosystem, the ethical dilemma remains. At what point does the risk to human life outweigh commercial interests? The Metroliner's safety record challenges our understanding of progress in aviation. While groundbreaking in many ways, most notably in its regional service capabilities, it holds a disturbing record that cannot be glossed over or ignored. Even as some carriers have taken steps to mitigate the risks, The history of the Metroliner forces us to reckon with complex questions that extend beyond the realm of aviation into broader societal values. In the 21st century, the Metroliner was phased out by most operators, becoming increasingly rare in the skies. It was replaced by aircraft that boasted modern technology, better fuel efficiency, and enhanced safety features. In many respects, the Metroliner seemed to have run its course, becoming more of an aviation relic than a contender in the contemporary market. Despite its numerous shortcomings, the Metroliner cannot be dismissed entirely. It was, after all, a pathfinder in regional air travel, filling a gap in the market with its 19-seat, pressurized, twin turboprop design. Its advent allowed for smaller airports to enter the airline network, thus decentralizing the aviation landscape to some extent. While its original luster may have dimmed, it set certain standards that subsequent aircraft aimed to meet or exceed. As of now, the Metroliner sees limited use, primarily in cargo operations and charter services. While it may not dominate the skies as it once aspired to, it has found a place in specialized aviation niches, continuing to be of service in a more constrained capacity. While the Metroliner has etched its name in the annals of aviation history, not everyone sees its legacy as a lasting influence. Many argue that the aircraft's operational inefficiencies, coupled with its concerning safety record, make it more of an artifact than an enduring milestone in regional aviation. It serves as a cautionary tale that innovation without sustainability, both in terms of safety and operational efficiency, risks becoming obsolete. The Fairchild Swearingen Metroliner stands as a perplexing figure in the landscape of aviation. On the one hand, it broke new ground by enabling regional air travel and setting standards that would influence aircraft designs for years to come. On the other hand, its failure to adapt to evolving market needs, coupled with unresolved safety issues, ensured that its time in the limelight was limited. In the grand narrative of aviation, the Metroliner serves as a poignant lesson. Innovation alone is not enough for enduring success. True progress in this high-stakes industry demands ongoing adaptability, a relentless pursuit of efficiency, and an unwavering commitment to safety. As the Metroliner drifts into the realm of aviation lore, it leaves behind these invaluable lessons, serving as a critical case study for aircraft manufacturers, operators, and aviation policymakers alike. Thus, whether considered a relic or a revolutionary concept, the Metroliner's legacy is one that continues to provoke thought, spark debate, and offer lessons that resonate far beyond the confines of its pressurized cabin.